boy! Yes, fighters, how we doing? Guess who it is? Bosh, it's Finn Kenny, Fight Nutritionist. Now look, you're in for something very good today. In front of me here, you're probably thinking, what the fuck is this spread that this guy's got here? But what I want to do is I want to demonstrate, I want to show you fighters what you need to actually do to take your performance to another level. Now, I'm Finn Kenny, I'm a fight nutritionist, for those of you who didn't already know who I am, and I work with the best fighters in the entire world in competitions such as Queensberry, in RWS, listen, you name it, I work with them fighters, okay, boxers, MMA fighters, Muay Thai fighters, and bare knuckle fighters, okay. Now, when it actually comes to boosting your performance as a fighter, it's literally about what I've got in front of me here, all these different foods. It's about carbs and carbohydrates. It's about getting enough carbohydrates into your body at the right time and spreading them across the day to make sure that you can keep your performance levels at the highest possible level. So what I'm going to do is, due to all the stuff that I've got in front of me now, it might be quite overwhelming and confusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through and explain to you and give you some sort of practical tips that you can actually use to use some carbohydrate-based sources so your performance can go to another level. So here we've got things like Canadian maple syrup, you've got orange juice from the milkman, you've got basmati rice, you've got strawberry conserve, you've got lemon curd. Listen, you've got it all. You've got potatoes, you've got honey, you've got wholemeal bread, you've got pasta and tomato sauce. But listen, what you want to do is, in general, with your carbohydrates, you need them at all times, training, before training, after training, recovery days. But the key to actually doing it correctly is understanding how to use carbohydrates the right way. So when you're in a fight camp, what you want to do is you want to go for a range between 4 to 8 grams for every kilogram of body weight. I'll tidy this up so it doesn't look too messy. So in your camp, 4 to 8 grams for every kilogram of body weight. You'll have more on training days and intensity and less on rest days, okay? And when it actually comes to after you weighing, you're going to refuel for a day before weighing with 10 to 12 grams of carbs for every kilogram of body weight, and then on fight day 6 to 8 grams for every kilogram of body weight. And it's going to take a little bit of experimenting and seeing which works best for you. Well, let me just give a couple of examples of what you could do. So you've got this bread here, you could have some honey on it, you could have some lemon curd on it, you could even have some raspberry jam, so I can't get my words out. Canadian maple syrup will also be very good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of the stuff out of the way so that you don't get too overwhelmed, right? Okay, another good thing that you could do, you could have rice, chicken rice, Nando sauce, sweet chili sauce. I said, knock yourself out. You've got your pasta here, you've got your white pasta. With your pasta, you could mix that with pesto, tomato sauce. Listen, whatever you want, go for it. And then you've actually already got this here, which is pasta with tomato sauce already. Main thing I do is I get a little protein sauce. It's something like salmon would be really good, cod, chicken breast, turkey, beef mince. Knock yourself out. All right, orange juice, you just have that in a glass with a meal. And the key with this one is if you're going to have some liquid carbs, like let's say for example orange juice or like a Lucozade Sport or an isotonic sport drinks, make sure you pair it with something like solid food, because what that'll do is that'll actually activate what we call glucose transport and it'll get digested just like that, okay? So that's it. And obviously you've got your oats, you've got porridge, you've got oatmeal, things like that. And that's essentially about it. And there's one thing that I've missed out, which is the potatoes. Basically, what the best way to do this is mash them up or have these on recovery days, because with potatoes, they tend to be a bit more filling, which means that if you're eating foods that are going to fill you up more, you're not going to be able to get as much into you and you won't be able to reach your energy requirements. So I normally mash these. You can have it with Nando's chicken and maybe some rice, or you can have it with vegetables and a lean protein sauce in recovery days. And yeah, listen guys, let's put them all in front. That is about it. So now you can have watched this video and you can know exactly what you need to do, what you need to eat, how you need to eat, and then you can use it to improve your performance and go to that next level, feel the best you've ever felt in your next training camp and in your fight itself. Listen, if you like this information and you want more nutrition and diet tips from the man himself, the wizard, Wala Kazam, give me a follow for more, guys. Thanks for watching.